Do you know what?
What? Groaned Gordon.
Do you know what?
Silly, said Gordon crossly. Of course we don't know what. And if you don't tell me, what is?
The fat controller says that work in the yard is too heavy for me. It's getting a bigger engine to help.
Rubbish, put in James. Any engine could do it, he went on grandly. If you worked more and shouted less, this yard would be a sweeter, a better, and a happier place. Percy went off to find some coaches.
Stupid old signal,
he thought.
No one listens to me now. They think I'm a silly little engine and order me about. I'll show 'em. I'll show 'em.
He puffed as he ran about the yard, but he didn't know how. Things went wrong. The coaches and the trucks behaved badly, and by the end of the afternoon he felt tired and unhappy. He brought some coaches to the station and stood panting at the end of the platform. "Hello, Percy," said the fat controller. "You look tired."
Yes, sir, I am. I don't know if I'm standing on my dome or my wheels.
"You look the right side up to me, ha 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 ha," laughed the fat controller. "Cheer up! The new engine is bigger than you, and he can probably do all the work on his own. Would you like to help me build a new harbor at Thomas's Junction? Thomas and Toby will help. But we need another engine there as well."
Oh, yes, sir, thank you, sir,
said Percy happily. The new engine arrived the next morning. "What's your name?" asked the fat controller kindly. Montague, sir, but I'm usually called Duck. They say it's because I waddle. I don't really, sir, but I like the name Duck better than Montague." "Good," said the fat controller. "Duck it shall be." "Here, Percy, come and show Duck around." The two engines went off together. At first, the trucks played tricks, but they soon found that playing tricks on Duck was a mistake. The coaches behaved well, though James, Gordon, and Henry did not. They watched Duck quietly doing his work. "He looks like a simple sort of engine," they whispered. "Oh, let's have some fun." "Psh!" they wheezed as they passed him. Percy was cross, but Duck took no notice. "I look tired of it soon," he said. Presently the three engines began ordering Duck about. Duck stopped. "Do they tell you to do things as well, Percy?" he asked.
Yes, they do,
answered Percy sadly. "Right. We'll soon stop that nonsense." He whispered something. "Oh, we'll do that tonight." The Fat Controller had had a very good day. There was no grumbling passengers, and all the trains had run on time. And Duck had worked well in the yard. The Fat Controller looked forward to hot buttered toast for tea at home. He was just about to leave his office when he heard an extraordinary noise. "Butter," he said, and he hurried out to the yard. Henry, Gordon, and James were wheezing and snorting furiously, while Duck and Percy calmly sat on the points outside the shed, refusing to let the big engines in. "Stop that noise," he bellowed. "Now, Gordon." "Oh, they won't let us in," hissed the big engines crossly. "Duck, explain this behavior." I beg your pardon, sir. I'm a Great Western engine. We Great Westerns do our work without fuss. But we're not ordered about by other engines. You, sir, are controller. We will, of course, move if you order us to. But begging your pardon, sir, Percy and I would be glad if you were to inform these engines that we only take orders from you. The three engines hissed angrily. "Silence!" snapped the Fat Controller. "Percy and Duck, I'm pleased with your work today, but not with your behavior tonight. You have caused a disturbance." The big engines sniggered. They stopped suddenly when the Fat Controller turned on them. "As for you," he thundered, "you're worse. You are the cause of this disturbance. Duck is quite right. This is my railway, and I'll give the orders." When Percy went away, Duck was left to do the work on his own, and he did so easily.